Hello there, my fellow coxswains and rowers, if you want. Today I want to discuss St. Andrews. It is a wonderful course, famous course. However, it has its own tricks and it's important to learn them, okay? Those who learn them really make it easier on our host school, which is St. Andrews School. And it is an invitational and it was pretty prestigious to be invited. So we do not want to make anybody inconvenienced at the very least. And at the very most, we want to be very safe and protect our rowers and our equipment. And that takes a lot of focus and learning on how to do this. This week in practice, you're going to learn a lot about backing up properly and what's called pinching/sculling. I want you to remember those two terms, okay? But overall, here's what's going to happen once we get our boats ready and launching for St. Andrews. You're going to be given all these instructions on beforehand, but once you're on land, I just wanted to go over how this really works well. I want you to pay attention up top, okay? So this is going to be our dock. It comes down a very steep hill, so we're going to come down with hands above our heads, okay? So at heads, fully locked in, so we don't scrape our bow coming down this hill. Here, there's going to be a person, hopefully, if not, I'll do it myself, to tell you where to launch. This is a very, very narrow space here because it's a little run. So if you're launching on this side, you literally have to go here, hold on one side, and then go around with your 8, okay? So literally go down, then hold with 7 seat and row with 2 to get out, watch for any traffic, and then continue on down this way on our side of the shore, okay? So you're gonna continue down this way very gently. There's gonna be instructions on what to do up. If you see races going down, this is the course. The course is going this way, okay? If you see races going down, you have to stop in front of them and then continue on once they pass you. There is a big point out here. They'll talk about this. There's a big point out here that touches, I believe this is lane 6, closely. And you have to cross this very carefully and fairly quickly. Like, you do not want to stop there and cause confusion for the coxswain to go out there, especially with novice crews that might be coming down. So cross this point swiftly without causing problems. It comes back in, so if you want to come back in here and continue on very gently, remembering to stop for every race that's coming down. Now, if you find yourself stuck here at this point, anticipate. If you see a race coming down and it's already halfway up and you're at here, stop and pull over. Do not get into this position. If you're here for some reason and you see a race coming down, do not stop in front of this point. That is the only exception to not stop in front of a race. So you continue down, okay? Continue down close to shore. Do not get any closer. You're gonna be given directions. There's gonna be a coach here in a launch, okay? Giving you directions right here. So you're gonna go past the course. This is the starting platforms. And you're gonna go all the way down past about 500 meters. If you don't know how much that is, that's like, I don't know, 5 football fields. And then they'll tell you to hang out here, right in the back. Do not get closer. The current goes this way. So it's slowly, depending on how the wind is and all that stuff, is gonna push you this way. So constantly back up or move back. But at this point, once you move, you want to turn around and have your bow ball pointing down this way, okay? You're going to be assigned a lane before you know. So there's going to be a lane marker on your boat. Here's what is going to be kind of tricky for lane 1 and 2, okay? This is how you get into these stake boats. These are drawn not to scale. There is going to be space for them, but you never go around here. They're going to tell you to go in between 1 and 2 slowly by pairs, okay? You're going to go right here. There's your bow ball. You're going to go past the stake boat now. And here is where the sauce is made. Like, this is the most important thing to do at St. Andrews, is to back up with your stern pair properly. If there's too much wind, use your stern 4 to back up equally right into here. Okay, we're gonna practice that a lot this week. So the coxswain understands which way the boat steers when you're backing And so they have to look at their stern, actually, turn around and look at the stern. Stern pair, please advise and navigate as well. Communicate with the coxswain to let them know so they don't hit the dock. But they're gonna tell you to back up here. And there's gonna be a person right here to catch you and hold the boat. Once they hold the boat, depending on the wind, sometimes there's a crosswind like this, okay? Once they hold the boat and the boat's in place, there's gonna be other people that are gonna be instructed to do the same thing. And they're gonna go in between here, and then all these boats are gonna line up, okay? Eventually they'll line them up. This takes a long time for novice crews. This is the bane of everyone's existence there because of the narrowness, okay? So we're gonna do our best. They're gonna come out to the water and say, McLean crew knows their stuff, because we're gonna practice this all week, okay? So they'll line everybody up like this. Then you'll sit ready, just like that. Okay, at this point, they might do what's called pinching, depending on how much the boat is swaying, okay? So because the current is constantly moving, this person cannot hold you all the time. If you actually take a stroke with 1 or 2 to turn the boat, what's it gonna do? Remember our first lesson? It's gonna pull you not only forward, but also to the right, or forward, or also to the left, whichever way you're rowing. You do not wanna go forward because this person cannot hold the boat, all that mass, along with the current. So what they're gonna do, and we're gonna go over this on water, is called pinching. Pinching actually puts the oar so far out like this that it pivots the boat more left to the right without going forward, okay? And you don't have to back at all here. So they might have you do that. We'll go over it every single day this week. So once you get pinched up, they'll say, I have alignment, and they'll start you off. They'll tell you exactly what the words are. At this point, when you're constantly, coxswains, this is really important, please pay attention. When you're constantly moving, even though they may say they do not recognize hands, I want you to practice to put your hands up in the air. Your hand up in the air at the starting line means you're not ready. They will continue to look for that and continue to see that you're adjusting. So when you're given instructions, there's going to be a coach that's telling you to do this and to do that, to have this person row, to have this person pinch, to have this person back up the boat. You're constantly holding your hand up in the air, okay? Once you're fully ready and your boat, within these lane markers, I think there's only in-between ones. There's no outside lane markers. There's going to be only ones in between lanes. Once you have alignment and your boat is straight ready and you're locked in and it's not going left or right, not gonna hit anybody, you go straight, your rudder is fully straight on each side, right? You put your hand down and you sit ready and you tell your crew to be extremely ready. At that point, they shouldn't be ready, but we'll go over that as well, okay? And they'll say attention go or whatever the command is, and off you go. You're gonna go down, you're gonna have a nice race, and now we're gonna get all the way down to the finish line. So the finish line, first of all, right around here, there's gonna be a set of flags, okay? That's like a couple, 500 to 300 to go, which means you're about to have 1 minute and 45 seconds or so of rowing left at these flags, okay? So once we get to the finish, okay, and redraw these flags, let's redraw these flags, boom, these are the flags, you're gonna go goes down. This is the inlet for the recovery dock. There's the dock. You're gonna go past these flags. There's the finish line. There's gonna be a finish line, finish, and you'll see it. It's gonna be the shore, parents are gonna be screaming, and the finish, there's a dam right here. It's not short, so don't worry, it's not like a disaster, but you don't wanna get anywhere close to it. It's right underneath the road that we come in on, but the dam kind of goes right here, and you do not wanna get anywhere close to it. So once you finish, you better tell your folks to stop it down because the momentum of the boat is going to continue to drag you here, and novice crews get really uncomfortable here, and that flow is going to continue to push you close to the dam. So do not sit here all the time. Okay, stop the boat down, have it turned, give them like 10 seconds maybe, or maybe 5 seconds to breathe out because they should be fine. It's one piece. So stop it down, have them all stop it down on each side, right? Boom, stopped it down. And then start the turn. If you're closer to here, you have priority. If you're farther, you have less priority. If you're fully like ahead of everybody, you usually have priority as well. Be safe, communicate with other coxswains, tell them what you're gonna do, but avoid this dam. And then go back up here by 6s or by 4s. Do not race down. If there's a race coming down, remember, stop. Here, there's gonna be a point, and then they're gonna guide you in. I will be on land to catch you if you're my crew. I will try the best to catch everybody, but you're gonna go nice and wide and come in on this side, okay? So there's gonna be a lot of directions on what to do. Then we recover at heads and put the boat away, come home and have fun. Thank you, folks.